Over the past 4 years on this channel, I've reviewed fitness products, supplements, apps, and some other stuff. And today I'm going to be sharing 5 fitness products that I still use daily, are relatively cheap, and of course, are pretty niche. Starting in no particular order with my blue balls. Well, I think they're blue. I'm colorblind and I can't really tell anymore. Now you can find these online for about $5.99, and this is all you're going to need to give yourself a deep tissue massage or myofascial release. The myofascia is the connective tissue that surrounds our muscles, and we can use this ball on different areas of our body to release trigger points, which are stiff areas within the fascia. This can help with pain, range of motion, relieve stress, and promote relaxation. My favourite places to roll are my feet and upper back. You can get creative and use it on most parts of your body. Well, almost most parts of your body. Now this isn't part of the list, but I'd like to give a quick honourable mention to my at-home cupping device, which I did plan on bringing with me to Bali, but I managed to break the charger the day before I left. Now I did make a video about this on my channel, and I bloody love that thing. I'd use it all the time. I would just slowly cup myself while I was watching TV, and it felt good in a sadistic way, but more importantly, I felt it really helped with my recovery. Now I was going to give a quick shout out to the company I got mine from, but it appears that they've closed down, so a little awkward. But it does appear you can get a similar one online for around £23, which is a lot cheaper than the one I got, so that's probably why the other company went out of business. Next up, we have blue blockers. Now these are the most expensive product on the list today, and these cost me £70, which is pretty mental, but then again, looking good isn't cheap. Now these work by blocking the blue light emitted from screens, such as our phones, laptops, and TVs. Absorbing blue light in the evening tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime and prevents our body from releasing melatonin, also known as the sleep hormone. As someone who struggled with insomnia a few years ago, I've tried everything to improve my sleep, and by putting these glasses on in the evening, I'm able to get into bed and fall asleep almost immediately. Granted, you could just avoid looking at screens for an hour or two before bed, but what are we? Monks? Now there are cheaper versions of these glasses online for around 20 quid, though I did a bit of research and they don't seem as good. For example, they state that they only block out 88% of the harmful rays, whereas these guys block out 100%. Either way, if you're someone who struggles to drift off to sleep, I highly suggest that you check these out. Next up, we have another cherished item of mine, and I think this is a gym item every gym owner should own. It's lifting straps. Lifting straps, which I predominantly use on my pull days, not only protect your tendons when lifting heavy, but enable you to fully focus on the targeted area, allowing for better hypertrophy as you can fatigue the muscle before your grip gives out. Now I believe these are a niche product, as I barely ever see anyone training with these in the gym, and I think it's because most people are worried about their grip strength diminishing into thin air. However, to simply avoid this, just perform all your warm-up sets without the straps, and then just pop them on when you mean business. I just want to give another quick honourable mention to the jaw trainer. Now I used this a while ago and we were kind of undecided whether the results worked or not. However, I've recently started using it again a couple months ago, just for a couple of minutes when I'm working, and my jaw does feel stronger. Now this jaw trainer is only about 23 quid, so it's not crazy expensive, and it's very bloody niche, so I thought it deserved at least a mention in a video about niche products. Next up, we have the Plaibilty app. Similar to my poor sleep, my mobility, or lack of it, has been something that I've been documenting on this channel, and the Plaibilty app has been the best way I've personally found to stay on track. So each month you perform a mobility test, and then it will produce a weekly training routine targeted towards your weak areas. Now I won't go into too much detail about the app, as I've already made a detailed video about it, but I've personally found when I don't use the app, I stop being consistent with my mobility, and when I stop doing my mobility, old aches and pains start to resurface. Now the app could be considered expensive. It's around £15 a month, which isn't nothing, but again for me it's a small price to pay to feel pain-free. However, there are plenty of free options online. I used to use Tom Merrick's YouTube channel, where he has a playlist of follow along mobility routines that you can do from home. And for anyone who watched my mobility video, I've still got it. And before we get to the last product, I wanted to give one final honourable mention to Barefoot Shoes, or at least wide toe boxed shoes. Now I know Barefoot Shoes are controversial, and even I have experienced my own problems with them. For overall health and longevity, it kind of makes sense not to have your feet squished to oblivion. Now if you didn't want to throw down money on Barefoot Shoes, you could always purchase some toe spacers, which you could just wear in the evenings. Failing that, You can always make your own toe spaces using your fingers. Okay, so the final product isn't actually a product, but it also doesn't cost anything, so I hope that makes up for it. And the number one niche product is fasting. This is another thing that I've talked quite a lot about on this channel, and I believe it is one of the best things that you can do for your body. Not only does it make staying lean easier, but offers a host of benefits, such as cellular repair, cognitive benefits, supporting heart health, aiding digestion, and don't forget lowering your shopping bill. Again, I don't think this is promoted enough, probably because it's quite difficult to make money off telling people not to eat as often. But I think a lot of people could benefit from at least giving fasting a go. Final honourable mention number 2 is going to be gratitude. Now I know we've wandered off the product path a little bit, but these are important elements of fitness that dramatically change your health. Taking a minute or two throughout the day to simply list off a few things, however big or small, that you're grateful for, can make a massive impact on your health. It can eliminate stress, boost mental health, improve physical health, and just make you overall a happier person. And if you really want to understand this subject a little bit better, I highly suggest checking out the book by Joe Dispenza called The Placebo Effect. And this will literally change the way that you see the world, or it did for me. That's going to be it for my niche list. And if you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say I'm grateful for you. And that's how easy it is to slip in some gratitude into your day.